So before I show you what I'm sure some of you will consider cruel and inhumane, and some of you might consider graphic content, that's why there is a warning on this video, I wanted to explain a few things. Disbudding of horned dairy goats is required if you're going to show them, at least in the American Dairy Goat Association rules. Okay, there are also other reasons to disbud goats. I've had to cut horned goats out of cattle panels because they got their heads stuck in, just the way their horns grow, and they stick their head through and then they can't back out. One day, that girl with two of us trying to get her to turn her head just another little 1/4 of an inch so we could get the tip of one horn out of the fence and get her free, and it wasn't happening, and I had to cut the fence. Okay, and consider if I hadn't been around, she had her feet up on the fence when she stuck her head through. Well, if she got tired and started slipping, she could strangle herself. If they're out on brush and stuff and they get stuck in a fence or something, a predator can easily take them out, you know, just like, ooh, dinner. And I have also know of a horned goat that killed a lamb by impaling it with its horns. Okay, and that was very sad and very traumatic for the owner. Okay, so those are a lot of my reasons that I want my goats to not have horns. There are people that like goats to have horns because, yes, it is some protection against predators. It's not going to protect them from a whole pack of dogs or anything like that, but some things that would help. And there is the idea that the horns are one way that a goat can disperse some of their body heat. I'm not sure how true that is. I'd have to look that up. You know, and then some people just like the way they look. I know a person that feels that the horns make their face. So, you know, it's up to you and what you want to do with your goats, but 2 of these baby girls will be sold later on, and because they are registered purebred Nubians and they could very possibly end up being shown, they need to have their horns off. So one of the reasons I asked Jeanette to come do this is because of her technique. I have watched people in videos and in person, and they have used extremely hot irons, glowing red orange, and hauled it on for a really long time till the babies were just like their eyes were rolling up in their head and their tongues were just hanging out, and it looked like they were almost comatose when they were done. And that was extraordinarily stressful just for me to watch, let alone what the baby was going through. I like how Jeanette does it. It's pretty fast, it's pretty easy. The babies are not nearly that stressed. I mean, yes, it's stressful and there's a little pain involved, but it's over in a few minutes. And as you will see, and we take them back to mom and they're just bouncing around and they just don't have a care in the world. So this is my friend Jeanette, and hi. She has come to disbud our baby girls. And she has shaved their heads down so we can see their horn buds really good. And I love the way Jeanette does this because she does it very easy and it doesn't seem to stress the babies as much as other people I've watched. And you can talk if you want to explain.
So we're just going to go in a circle and put it around and kind of twist it and just hold their heads down.
Yeah.
You don't want to hold longer than 10 seconds because then you overheat the heads. What I like doing is making sure you can see white around the cap. A lot of people will just leave a red ring on there, but I like to take off the bud.
So that it looks like that. And then you're kind of going sideways with
I
the
do a little
tip.
cross on the tip just to make sure nothing's going to bleed out. Nothing's going to grow. It's all burnt around and all the way down to the base.
Were her buds a little bit big?
No,
No?
they're pretty normal for a Nubian.
About the right size for doing this?
Yeah, this is a 1/2 inch tip.
Okay.
Probably a 3/4 outside diameter, but inside it's 1/2 inch.
Okay, so that was just about the right size.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Other side.
So we give them a couple minutes and then.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good girl. Okay. No blood, no juice. It's all burnt down. And there you go.
Yeah.
1 out of 3 disbudded.
Okay.
And just
Awesome.
and we're just gonna seal the wound with some Alu shields. You can always give them some probiotics or some Jumpstart, preferably, before you start this.
Just to help with stress, because it is a little stressful. So, awesome. Thank you. And now she has shiny silvers. Silver dollars.
Yep. Watch the tip.
Yeah.
If the babies are under a week old, then they should be okay with the mom CDT shot.
Right.
If they're older than a week, I would definitely give CDT.
Just in case.
Just to make sure that they're not getting any kind of tetanus.
Okay.
There you go. And that's how we disbud.
Yay. And we're all done. Jeanette's doing the 3rd girl right now. And then we'll bring her back and everybody acts just fine.